y'all? It feels good to be finally back to, you know what I'm saying, posting consistently on YouTube. I've been coming up with a lot of cool ideas, and I want to start to try different things on the channel that I've never really done. One of those things that I feel like I never really have gone into depth about is how I go about, you know, making drums. And really just my whole entire process when it comes to making drums. For the last year or two, drums has definitely been like my main way of, you know, contributing to records. I'll quickly pop up on the screen some songs that have used my drums. I've also been dropping drum kits, you know, pretty consistently for about 4 to 5 years now. If you guys want access to any of the sounds that I use, whether that's, you know, older kits of mine that are coming up, I post my sounds in my school community along with, you know, the unedited version of these videos. So if you're looking for some new sounds or you just want to watch, you know, a longer form version of me cooking up, I'm gonna have a link popped up in one of these corners while I'm saying that. But yeah, today's video is purely about drums. I feel like the #1 question that I always get is like, how do I improve on my drums? How do I get better at drum programming? And the first thing and the easiest thing that anyone watching this can do is to expand your music tastes. And what that means is, you know, if you're someone that listens to a lot of the same type of music, whether that's like rap or hip hop, the easiest way to get new ideas, whether it's for like tempos, sounds, bounces, is just to listen to new music. I personally get a lot of my drum inspiration from people like Pharrell, Kanye, you know, listening to a lot of Frank Ocean. But the easiest way that I like to, you know, find new influences, go to SoundCloud and I'll just download mad music. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I literally downloaded a whole playlist of like unreleased Daft Punk. I get a lot of my drum inspiration from this album, the Control SZA album. At the same time, I draw inspiration from a lot of people that y'all might not even know. I be listening to a lot of Luke Man, old Rihanna records. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but I listen to a lot of like Yves Tumor. I listen to this album by Miguel a lot too, because the drums on this album are fucking crazy. But y'all get the gist. I've often found myself in creative blocks, beat block, whatever you want to call it, when I just am listening to the same type of music over and over and over. But yeah, that's my #1 tip to, you know what I'm saying, broaden your taste, get new ideas, get inspired. When it comes to my process for making drums, I really only like to go off of feeling and what I actually hear. There's this Baby Keem tweet from a while ago that's kind of stuck with me, and he basically just said, you know, my music is 99% feeling and 1% technicality. So you guys might see me use a couple techniques in this video that might be, you know, a little bit unorthodox. But yeah, let's get into this video. As y'all can see, I have like a whole folder of like old drum machines that I love using. You guys have probably seen me use this in older videos. And I really just try to find, you know, a couple sounds that I like. Like this snap. And from here, I just want to get the most simplest pattern, you know, with these sounds down. The only thing I'm not really sold on so far is this snare, so I'm gonna just try to find something to... I really like the texture and the air on this kick, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stretch it, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just make it longer. I'm gonna take out all the low end and really just get like this air. There we go. I want to affect this a little bit, so I'm gonna put like Filter Freak on it. I like that. But I'm gonna pan this little tom thing to the right and then this other little sound to the left. So it's almost like a call and response. I'm gonna throw this plugin called Little Radiator on this tom. I'm gonna do the same thing on this sound too. Usually if I start with anywhere from like 10 to 15 sounds, I'm gonna end up, you know, only keeping around half of them. I feel like a common denominator of, you know, a lot of my favorite beats is there's usually no more than like anywhere from 5 to 7 drum sounds, and that's pushing it. If you listen to any of like Kanye's best songs ever, it's all like 3 or 4 drum sounds. Just off the top of my head, I think of beats like Heard 'Em Say, yeah. I Wonder. I've been waiting. Even stuff from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy like Power, Runaway. If you really pay attention to the drums, you're gonna notice that there's only like 3 or 4 sounds actually going on. So that's usually my process when it comes to like programming sounds. I usually like to start with a bunch of sounds, make a cool pattern, and then just simplify it, dumb it down. I've actually been meaning to break down my production on this song, but earlier this year I produced a song for Triplin. It's called If We Being Honest. The entire drum pattern is literally 5 sounds. I sent these drums to Ian, and I think he sped it up to like 113. Cause if we being honest, so yeah, this is just a quick breakdown, but I feel like it's a great example of simplicity is really key when it comes to making good drums. If you guys are watching this video and you're looking for some new drum sounds, I've actually been working on a drum stash for the last, month or so. I'm calling it the NDA drum stash. Not only does it have drum sounds, but it also has drum loops just like the one I'm showing you guys now. So if you guys want to download these sounds along with the drum loop I actually just made in this video, I'm gonna have a link down below where you guys can find everything. But yeah, that's basically it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm gonna see you on the next video. Peace.